San Francisco is one of the most expensive cities to live in, but the significant gap in wealth among residents allows for there to be an equally large shift from the quality of private schools and the quality of public schools. The San Francisco United School District assigns students to schools in a unique way. Parents make a list of their top choices for their children, and the results are computer-generated. Many children are left to attend schools on the opposite side of the city from where they live. This allows children in less fortunate neighborhoods to be able to mix with children from all around the city, promoting the desegregation of these schools. Unfortunately, in recent years, this system has begun to segregate schools more because parents are requesting for their children to go to schools in which the other students look like their children in hopes that they will be able to fit in. Statistically, children raised in the Marina, Sunset, Pacific Heights, Nob Hill, Richmond, and Twin Peaks are more likely to succeed than children who are raised in the Tenderloin, Bayview, Bernal Heights, the Mission, Fillmore, Hayes Valley, and the Western Addition.
So the reason why there tend to be less resources in public schools in the city, a lot of families don't actually own their houses in the neighborhoods that are these poor schools. And so because of that, the money, there's not as many tax dollars going into the system because the landlords own them versus homeowners. When homeowners own them, property values increase because people put more money into their actual homes versus the place they're renting. When more money goes into the homes, taxes increase, more money goes into the public schools. So when families are renting in these neighborhoods, a lot of times the schools suffer because that money isn't going as much to the public schools. There's less investment kind of long term because the idea is if you're renting, it's not a permanent house, even though for a lot of families that is their permanent solution.
This is because of white flight, which is the phenomenon of white people moving out of urban areas, particularly with minority populations, and into suburban areas. 41% of the population of San Francisco identifies as white, while only 14% of students in the SFUSD identify as white. This system of white flight and racial segregation that occurs due to the SFUSD lottery gives an obvious advantage to those who are wealthy and able to go to private school or move to a suburban public school, and especially to those who are white. This leaves people of minorities who live in less wealthy neighborhoods to be forced to send their kids to school with less tax dollars and ultimately not have as good of a chance in their education.